Pressure was growing from Washington to begin an evacuation. A North Vietnamese victory was now looking inevitable, and they wanted all Americans out of Saigon. But Martin was still resisting an evacuation. He cabled the White House, warning them that angry South Vietnamese would turn on the Americans for abandoning them.
One thing that would set off violence would be a sudden order for an American evacuation. Of one thing I am certain, deadly certain. If U.S. armed forces come in here, they will be fighting the South Vietnamese on the way out.
But Martin may have had personal reasons for staying. To leave would be to admit defeat to the communists, something he could never accept.
Il avait un fils qui avait été tué pendant la guerre au Vietnam. Et c'était un élément psychologique très important. Et jusque presque au dernier moment, il a cru que la situation pouvait se renverser, et que les choses pouvaient continuer. Et que finalement, la politique américaine au Vietnam serait un succès.
In Saigon, the word on the street was that a communist assault on the city was not far off. The disintegrating South Vietnamese army shored up Saigon's defenses in a desperate attempt to save the city.
I have a little bicycle and I get on my bicycle and just ride around the city and just experience the panic of people, running around.
Fear and panic are swift-moving emotion. People panicked quickly in other cities like Hue, Da Nang, and Nha Trang. They could panic quickly here if they sensed the North Vietnamese were moving in on Saigon. The difference is, this time, that from Saigon, there is no place left to run.
Basically, I cannot think of any way to leave Vietnam. I was 16 and always been sheltered my whole life. My family been taking care of me all this time. And boom, right now they cannot do anything and I feel powerless.
C'était une situation très très angoissante parce que Saigon était menacé de deux événements qui pouvaient être tragiques. D'une part, une anarchie complète avec des bandes de pillards qui auraient assassiné les étrangers, qui auraient pillé. Le deuxième danger, c'était la bataille dans Saigon. Parce que il y restait au moins 200 000 ou 300 000 hommes armés dans Saigon même. Ces gens auraient été plus ou moins obligés de se battre. Et les forces nordistes auraient été obligées de les bombarder. Et Saigon est une ville fragile. Et en plus de ça, physiquement, c'est une ville qui grouillait d'enfants. Ça m'avait frappé. Vous voyez des enfants partout, n'est-ce pas? Parce que c'est le climat, les enfants qui jouaient dans la rue. Alors, l'idée qu'il y aurait, dans cette ville surpeuplée, qu'il y aurait des combats, était une idée à faire frémir.
The deteriorating military situation was too much for Washington. They feared Americans might become trapped in the city. Martin was ordered to begin evacuating Americans and their dependents. Desperate Vietnamese looked for any connection to the Americans to get out. All over the city, quick marriages were arranged.
I remember it very vividly because you had to get married at a police station, and the police stations at the time had concertina wire and sandbags and machine gun nests on the top of them. So you went over there with an American and a Vietnamese witness. You would sign the paperwork. You would pay the person extra money so that they would rush the paperwork through. And we got married.